Are you planning a move to the Oklahoma City area, yet you currently live far, far away in another state? Are you trying to decide if you need to hop on a plane and come for a visit, or if you could buy your home virtually? I'm Natalie Bratton with Remax First in Oklahoma City, and today I'm going to help you make that decision by sharing some tips and the steps involved in buying a home remotely in one state while you live in another. So you live far, far away, and you are going to move here to Oklahoma City, and so you're trying to decide how you're going to do that, how it's going to fit into your schedule and your life for you to relocate here while still living somewhere else. Well, look, there is nothing as good as you actually coming for a visit. If there's any way you can come here by car or plane or train, come here and spend a few days with me in the car and let's drive around. I want you to see the town, see the neighborhoods, figure out how your lifestyle will work here. I want you to actually go in the houses, use your senses and smell the house, feel the house, see if it feels like home to you. However, I understand that that is not always possible. So here are the things that you need to know and the things you need to have in place for you to buy a home virtually. First off, you have to have high-speed internet. If you don't, this is going to be really frustrating for you. You're going to have a hard time uploading documents. You're going to have a hard time watching videos. You have to have high-speed internet for this to go well. You also need to have some sort of device other than your little smartphone. I mean, you can sign documents and watch videos on your smartphone, but do you really want to spend several $100,000 on a property when you've only read the documents on a little smartphone, or you've only watched the video of your home on a 7-inch screen? It is best if you have a desktop, laptop, or a tablet where you can actually read what you're signing. You can actually see all the details in the videos that I send you. You also need to be able to upload documents to your computer and be able to email them to the title company or the lender. Basically, if the idea of scanning something in and emailing it is really scary to you, then this may not be the best thing for you. So you need to have high-speed internet, a device to look at things on. You need to be able to upload and send documents. And you need cloud storage. So if I'm going and I'm videoing houses for you, I have to have a place where I can put those videos and then you can watch them. So I use Google Drive and I use Dropbox are the main two. I occasionally use YouTube. So if I go and look at a house for you and I upload videos, you need to be able to go into Google Drive or Dropbox to go and look at those videos and tell me what you think. So those are the things that you need in place to be able to buy your home virtually. So here's how the process works when you are buying a home remotely in one state while you live in another. So the first thing is, you and I got to talk. We have to talk about your plans. When are you actually moving here? When do you want to close on the home? And then tell me all about yourselves. I mean, I'm tasked with the job of finding you a place to live in somewhere that you've never been before and we've never actually met. So I want to know your hobbies, your lifestyle, the things you like, the things you don't like, neighborhoods, cities, country. Like, the more you tell me, the easier it's going to be for me to direct you to the right property. The second step is to secure your financing. So if you aren't paying cash for the home, then we need to get you connected to a good local lender who can help you secure your financing for your home. So every lender, no matter where they are, what company they're with, they are all going to have you go online and fill out an application on their website. Then after they've talked with you, they're going to want you to send them all the documentation to verify that what you've told them is true. So again, that's where it comes into place, where you're going to be sending them pay stubs, W-2s, and whatever else they need to verify your employment and just whatever it is that's in your life. It doesn't matter if you are rich, poor, if you are fancy, if you are important. They're going to ask you for the same documentation no matter who you are or what type of loan you are getting. The third step is I'm going to set you up on my website to receive listings on a daily basis. So what's going to happen is I'm going to set up a search with your criteria in the places that we've talked about that I think you might like. And then you and I can go in on this website and you can mark properties that you like or don't like. You can ask me questions on there. We can write each other little notes. If I see that you've liked a property online, I'm going to go in and tell you everything that I know about it. You know, its location, hey, it's got a new roof, or hey, it's in a flood zone, or you told me you want peace and quiet, but this house backs to a highway. Are you going to have a hard time with the traffic noise? Things like that. That is going to help us narrow down a specific list of properties that you might be interested in. Number 4 is the time-consuming part for me. Number 4 is I'm going to go to those properties. If you aren't coming to town, I'm going to go to those properties. I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to walk through those properties and I'm going to shoot some basic video. I'm going to walk through. I'm just going to talk to you in the video. I'm going to tell you what there is to like, what dislike, what looks good, what doesn't. I'm going to point out the things like, hey, you told me you want a built-in gas stove, and look, here's a gas stove. Or, you know, I'm going to show you a shot of the street so you can see what the other houses around it look like. I'm going to tell you, hey, I passed a grocery store on my way in, or, hey, this is really rural. There is nothing for a good 20 to 30 minute drive. You know, all the things that are important. I'm going to try to be your eyes, your ears, and your nose in that property. You know, a video can't tell you if it smells like dog or cigarettes or musty. I'm going to try to do those things for you. Now, once we have looked at some properties online and I have done a few virtual tours, I'm not going to go out and shoot videos on 25 houses. I'm going to pick the key ones that seem to be the best fit for you. And so when we find one that you like and we're going to write an offer, it can all be done digitally. So I'm going to send you the offer. It's a 14-page document that you can hopefully read on a larger screen than your phone, and you can sign it digitally. You don't have to print anything out, and we can talk on the phone while you're signing it so I can explain anything that you need explained, and you will sign digitally, and it will automatically come to me, and then I send it on to the other parties involved. So you go under contract. You have made it to phase 2. Well, number 6 is you will wire your earnest money or mail a check, and then you will have home inspections. And the home inspectors we use around here, my favorites, all take a lot of digital photos. And so when they email you the report, it will have photos attached with descriptions. And then they're all nice guys, and they say, hey, if you have any questions, give me a call. Number 7, the last step, is a remote closing. So if you aren't even going to be here to move into your house at closing, if you need to close on it in another state, we can do that. So the title company here will either hire a remote notary that will come to you, or they will have you go find a notary, and they will email you or print out and mail you your documents that you need to sign. And then you meet up with your notary and you sign the documents and you overnight them all back to Oklahoma. And then you set up a wire transfer for the funds that you need to pay at closing to go to the title company. Once the funds are there and you've signed the documents and they are there, they can finally close and consummate the transaction, and you will become an Oklahoma homeowner. And lastly, I just hang on to the keys until you arrive, because I want to finally meet you when you come to Oklahoma. So if you're ready to talk about buying your home virtually in Oklahoma while you live in another state, give me a call or email me or leave me a comment here, and let's get together and talk. In the meantime, watch this video. It is also about moving to Oklahoma City. I post a video every Friday, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so that next week you can learn and hear more about living in Oklahoma City.